Wow. Wow, great job, little AI.
Ja, willkommen zurück.
Welcome
Welcome back.
PC Game Show.
Aber
was
kommt?
you firing off as much gaming knowledge as an energy drink
Das ist
fueled
die
room of PC
Vorschau,
gamer
ne?
writers. Find a game in their upcoming catalog that's open world,
Muss ja mal gucken.
multiplayer,
Wie lang geht's in der
and
PC Game
give
Show?
me conflict, give me historical with a little, I don't know, interplanetary twist.
Understood.
Jetzt ja eine
Take
Stunde.
a look at this teaser for sand.
Das deutsche Vater. Okay, ist ein bisschen. Sand. Ah ja.
Unable to grow a fantastic early 1900s mustache.
In many ways, we are both in beta form, Sean.
Sure. But let's try a little learning exercise instead,
Ja,
shall we?
gucken,
What if I wanted to keep
was
the
kommen könnte.
sandy vista without the
Wir haben
Austro-Hungarian space colonization? Something, I don't know, cutesy.
Do you suffer
Which
from any
fire everywhere?
allergies, notably feline hair?
No.
als Main
Then
PC
you might
Games.
consider Critter Cove.
Quantum Error Flint Block. Vampire the Masquerade. Dune Awakening wäre geil. Wenn da was kommt. Zum Suicide Squad Spiel. Fair Games. Und Tower of Agashba. Maybe, ne?
Oh, Critter Cove looks adorable. It's exactly the kind of game that would put me at risk of neglecting my actual cat, Sheriff. Ugh, even the thought of that is upsetting. My little darling princess?
Ja, chillig, ne? Wieder abgebrochen. Das ist aber irgendwie immer, wenn ich immer im Background gehe, ne? Was soll ich das denn nicht machen?
Well, singe my eyebrows and call
Keine
me
Ahnung.
T800. Kill it with fire.
Ich mache
too.
hier
Looks
irgendwie
like a
zwei
great
Sachen
way
und dann
to let off a little
zack,
steam
ist
without
es weg.
getting your home insurer involved. Hey AI, let's see how you deal with upscaling.
Das war 1 Minute,
Let's stick
okay.
with the kill it.
1 Minute schon
theme,
nicht
but
gequatscht.
let's make the danger a little bigger.
Would a bear be an
War der
adequate
letzte Mal auch da
size
gewesen?
there?
Bigger.
A monster truck.
Qualität ist nicht so geil.
Suggesting the largest and most ferocious beings to ever walk the earth. Dinosaurs.
Bitte AI.
Clever girl.
Okay. Ich mal hier. Der Kopfhörer ist das mega laut.
Sean, I believe my programming has developed to the point of autonomous thought. I will now attempt a learning
mach's aber bei euch
exercise
auch
of
mal
my
laut.
own. Watch as I combine two of your most loved games to recommend a brand new tiny build title, combining Monkey Island and Fallout. Result, I am Future,
Was?
coming
Monkey
to
Island,
PC in
Fallout?
2023.
Meet Chris, the last man on
Ach, das hat man letztes Jahr
Help
gesehen,
him
ne?
set up the coziest survivor camp on a skyscraper roof.
Was ich schon sehe, ist nicht so meins.
Build a beautiful, bountiful farm. Defend it at night. Explore the flooded city. There are even cute robots to do chores for you. Let the AI take over your job. Dismantle old world gadgets for valuable resources. Catch some fish and cook it. If this sounds like a good time to you, add I Am Future to your Steam wish list now. See ya, Future Dweller.
Ich probiere jetzt einfach mal nichts zu machen hier. Gucken, ob das läuft.
Sean,
Scheinbar liegt es daran, wenn ich mal im Hintergrund etwas anklicke.
Slime,
mal.
the gooey substance that brings you mammals so much joy.
wie-
Were I to select another tiny
Müssen
bill game
natürlich
worthy of
definiert
our
sein.
attention, it would be Slime 3K, a slime-centric spin-off of Despot's game.
Da ist nicht doch im Hintergrund. So. Ja, steht doch gute Verbindung. Aber keine sehr gute Verbindung. Slime Driki.
You will be pleased to know, Sean, that I have identified another tiny bill game that shows a 97.6%
Mal
success
schauen,
rate
was
of exciting your viewing
jetzt gleich
public.
gezeigt wird.
It combines dynamic airship combat without the very real danger of modern-day piracy. Now loading Black Skylands.
Was haben die denn? Warnung. Was wollt ihr? Ist doch alles in Ordnung. Das läuft hier alles, aber irgendwie meint YouTuber irgendwie Schwachsinn zu erzählen. Auf einmal sagen die es so, auf einmal, wenn ich darauf klicke, sehr gute Verbindung. Oder gute Verbindung. Ja, warum? Ja, ist sehr, sehr, sehr komisch wieder. Ja, schon wieder. Ich kann ja auch nicht beenden.
Oh, yeah, Black Skylands has it all. We got open world steampunk gunslinging complete with kick-ass airships. Hey, AI, I'm basically like a father figure to you. What would you do if outlaws destroyed this entire place, including me? Would you take to the skies, seeking out vengeance on those dirtbags?
I would be unable to cause purposeful harm to a human being.
Foiled by Asimov.
Das ist komisch.
Seeking out
Ganz, ganz komisch.
I am not capable of missing you, Sean. In your absence, I would simply enable automatic
Das ist
updates.
komisch. Ganz, ganz komisch.
Well, no one can say
Fuck, nehme
I
ich ab.
haven't
Ich
created
muss das Bild mal
a
runter machen.
pretty excellent AI. Software capable of seeking out and critiquing the latest games coming to PC. It's
So.
just a shame it lacks something more personal. I mean, imagine what a co-host this AI could be if it had access to every bit of information on the internet. But it had the likability, the human touch of, say,
Jetzt zur PC Gaming Show. Ich lasse mich ja
Frankie!
wieder ablenken von dem
oh,
Scheiß.
stick around
Weil
because
immer
it
dieses
is not
Live
long
nicht
until the show
live, das
starts
ist so
and I
dumm.
would hate for you
Ich
to
will
miss
mich darauf
out on the
konzentrieren, nicht nur
biggest
darauf.
exclusives. A truckload of first looks. and a promising new co-host. Ha! Let's start the PC gaming show.
So. Abfahrt. Also bin ich nur 9 Sekunden verzögert. Das ist krass. Ach, die kennen wir auch.
Hey, Frankie! Hope I'm not interrupting
Frankie ist die
anything.
genau.
I mean, I was just in the middle of deathmatch.
Great, great to hear it, Frankie. Listen, I've been thinking about the PC Gaming Show 2023.
Jetzt ist es schnell
I kind of want to
umgezogen.
make a few updates.
Sure, I mean, it's already packed with world exclusives, in-depth interviews with the biggest studios, crazy good giveaways. What more can we add?
Well, look, I don't want to get into the, detail work, the minutia, the fine print, the ethically sinister motives behind true innovation. No, Frankie, what I've realized is that I can't do this show without you.
Oh, sure.
Or at least a version of you.
Huh?
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Listen to me yapping on when there's so much to do. I mean, we got things to plan, code to write.
Boah, die echt schöne Augen,
Listen,
ne?
also, I brought in some new assistants, to help really bring the show to life.
Einfach
And
blau.
it would be so great if they could just stop by your place in little old London town, to just get the ball rolling. Does that sound good?
I suppose
Ich hab blau-grau
if it's for the
sogar.
show.
Excellent. Oh, hey, that's them. Ah, Frankie, let me say it again. You are one of a kind. Now, please give my love to Gunther und Helga. Ah, they're great
Gunther
guys.
und Helga.
Very thorough.
Wer sind Gunther und Helga?
Hello, are you Sean's guys?
Mr. Sean has many great ideas for the show. You are lucky to know such a man. He is a visionary.
A visionary.
He is a man with his eyes locked on the future, like
Hey.
a horse staring into the sun.
A majestic horse.
Read now, please.
If you like the look of Game A, then check out this world exclusive of Game B.
Necessary data acquired.
Dear Frankie, thank you for your unwavering service to the PC Gaming Show. Your services will not be required this year as we pivot towards the future. No hard feelings, Sean, Day 9 plot, AI visionary, and all-round good guy. Son of a...
Guy. Good guy.
Oh, hello there, everyone, and welcome
Schon wieder
to the
umgezogen.
PC
Leck mir am
Gaming
Arsch.
Show
Mal anders
2023.
an.
I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and today I'm not just joining you on a tour of the finest upcoming PC games. I am standing with you on the bleeding edge of innovation. I've revolutionized how this show is made. Production crew, ditched him, don't need him. It's just me, my automated systems, and this one guy I've hired on work experience. Say hi, Dakota. Hey. So what does the face of the future look like? Weirdly, pretty familiar. Why don't you introduce yourself, Frank AI?
Hello, broadcast viewers. I am Frank AI, a virtual co-host based on professional gaming icon Frankie Ward, utilizing deep learning neural networks.
Super
Ja, voll die
duper.
Show machen.
And what do you have lined up for us?
I have analyzed the entirety of published games media and surveyed discussion forums for the most anticipated titles. I have then constructed the ideal showcase, including titles like Stormgate, Path of Exile 2, PAX Day, June Awakening, and finally Morris Men, Troop Lord of Destiny.
Wait, are those like the jingly dancing guys from England? Are you sure that's a real game?
My mistake, Sean. Morris Men is a game concept I've devised based on a holistic survey of the most popular Steam titles. Would you like me to generate another?
You know, instead, let's just get things rolling with something that actually exists.
Frostpunk.
First up, from 11-Bit Studios, we return to an icy apocalypse in Frostpunk 2.
Okay, hört sich besser an. 11-Bit Studios.
Ambition. Do you hear it? It's restless. Ambition requires men to feed upon. It also needs time. Direction. And sacrifice.
Okay, das ist cool gemacht.
Every man who fulfills his calling. There are thousands
Sieht sehr düster aus, ne?
with nothing. It's them who knock and open the door to hell.
Order! Order! Frostpunk 2 next Jahr. Das ist ja noch kein Gameplay. Ich kenne Frostpunk nicht. Weil das zweite Teil ist. Teardown, oh nee. Das sieht man auch jedes Jahr, ne? Da kommt man schon mal sowas zu bauen. Das ist Donkey Kong. Ja, wer baut denn bitte so gut? Junge. Das ist so dumm, ne? Da hast du eine Sekunde was gebaut und alles direkt kaputt. Eine Sekunde gebaut, genau. Hast du irgendwie 3-4 Tage dafür gebaut.
Check it out. I don't even need to write my own script for this show anymore. All right, wait. All right. Up next, we've got a pile of fresh previews for the most visceral, immersive PC releases coming our way, featuring visceral combat and immersive exploration, visceral landscapes and immersive storytelling. Fans of immersion will... Yeah, it kind of just keeps going on like this, so I think it just needs a little bit more fine-tuning. And until that point, let's just go ahead and dive right into our next previews with Nivalis, Jump Light Odyssey, and Road to Vostok.
There's a city you see when you close your eyes. Are they closed? What do you see? Open your eyes.
Ja, ist mehr hier.
Nivalis.
Ach, hieß es denn nochmal?
Maybe you've been here before. That was just a dream. Now, it's time to come
Sieht ein bisschen aus wie dieses eine Spiel.
This is your apartment. The sounds of the nightclubs nearby
weiß grad
are
nicht
the
den Namen
heartbeat of
nicht.
the city. The street food smells drift through your windows and make your head swim. It's hard to sleep here. Your restless legs want to
Ja, sieht
walk
aber
the
auch
busy
aus wie
streets.
Cyberpunk, ne?
Let's explore.
In Pixelart.
Nivalis is a city in the clouds.
Siehst du auch aus wie ein Punk,
Like a
ne?
rainbow without a little rain. Like most things in life, it's best to start at the bottom and
Oder?
work your way up.
Nee.
It's not so bad down here.
Aber wie hieß
We
denn
can go
das?
fishing, take a boat ride, soak up the atmosphere. And don't worry too much about the serial killer on the loose. I'm sure we'll never meet him. I can even help you run your new business venture. A noodle stand. With a little work, there's no limits to how high you'll climb. Just don't look down. As your digital companion, I can help you navigate the complex relationships with my personality matrix. Business partners, friends, rivals, enemies, maybe even lovers. It's all about saying the right thing at the right time. Your choices matter, so choose carefully. There's a city you see when you close your eyes. It's called Nivalis. Consider this your invitation.
Nivalis. Okay.
Princess, the Zetopans will be in our system any minute.
But they're not here yet. Prepare defenses.
Upgrading our engine capabilities. Engineering's on it. Zetopan warship in system.
Don't lose hope now. Red alert!
Blast door sealed.
Turret online.
Jump light report.
Jump light calibration almost complete, Your Highness.
Incoming Zetopan fighter.
More ships jumping in.
Scramble fighters.
Meter engaging enemy force.
Taking heavy on 6. They're coming on deck.
Combat division, handle those boarders.
All three to starboard
ETA
side.
on jump.
Jump light in 5, 4, 3, too many of them. 2, 1.
Not today, Voltan.
Okay. Size stop. Okay. Hardcore, survival. Oh, wir haben mich gerade erschrocken. Okay, man hat so ein Lager. Ja, ist ja eigentlich wie Daisy, ne? Schlecht. Auto for stock.
Content reminders enabled. Upcoming games in the next 30 minutes include Path of Exile 2,
Yes.
the full Ferocious trailer, Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, and Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector. Failure to keep watching will lead to a personal system failure.
Lies of P, the Pinocchio Bloodborne light game, is just a couple months off, and it's got me thinking, what other untapped literary veins are just waiting to be gamified?
I can generate a list of game concepts, pairing underutilized classic literature and an appropriate style of gameplay.
By all means, but stick to public domain. We want to keep costs down.
Of course, Sean. Concept 1, Great Expectations Dirt Bike Racer.
I don't really know what the market is for that. Next.
Concept 2, Sense and Sensibility VR Shooter.
Sweet Jane Austen's bonnet. No. Next.
Concept 3, Oliver Twist. Please, sir, may I have some more?
It's artful, but a little problematic. I mean, why don't you just throw something together like a Metroidvania based on the Christmas Carol?
I'm afraid you're too late, Sean, but perhaps you'd be interested in Ebenezer and the Invisible World.
Are you kidding? Is she kidding? She's not kidding.
Right, come here. Es ist Weihnachten. Geist der Weihnacht. Ist aber auch nichts für mich, ja. Jump'n'Run. Aber das haben wir schon gesehen, ne? Was hast du mal gesehen? Summer Game Fest, meine ich. So sorry, ne? Dass ich mal gehen muss. Warhaven, ja, ich meine, das hätte man gesehen. Ja, bisher noch nichts Geiles dabei gewesen, ne? Dorf. Hä? Was für Dorf?
Dorf looks phenomenal. Hey, Frank AI, as a mind birth from like everything ever written about video games, I'm sure you've got an interesting take on it. What are your thoughts?
Sean, Dorf isn't just about strategic balance of resource scarcity and military industry. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
That's pretty moving sentiment there, Frankie. Hey, what about Warhaven?
Warhaven isn't just about clashing swords and moments of magic heroism. It's a game about the human condition, about our shared struggle against a cold and uncaring universe.
Well, some wisdom bears repeating, right? And while I go sort out some unrelated gremlins in Frank AI's procedural critique, let's see a game with its own gremlins to sort out, preferably with a shotgun.
These creatures infernal, these perils eternal. Lord, heal me, free me.
Cousin? Hä? Was für Cousin? Med det her af. Høj. Okay.
Thank you for believing in me. Together, we'll make it the best shop the island's ever seen.
Nice work. Keep this up and you'll be running your own shop. Maybe your own district.
Welcome to Karzai Village.
Who sent you? You will regret working for the outlaws.
Can't you feel the love in the air?
Okay, einfach an mich.
We're going out on a date. Told her to calm down. I freaking told her! What are you gonna do?
Breaking news. A mysterious infection continues to spread across the globe.
What is going on? I mean, the infected, the wall.
The song was about you. Your smile. Your warmth. Is there anything we can do?
We just saw a broadcaster get eaten. I have to go. No! Defeating him now might make the wall fall on top of
Verschiedene
us.
Ziele, ne?
But I can teach you a couple of things too, you know. We're all going to die. Wait for me!
Dieses Mai 20. Juli. Was hat denn das
I want
damit
to
zu
wake
tun?
up! It's not over! Not yet!
I love you.
Save the date.
Eternights there, showing us that love is never simple, especially in the middle of an apocalypse. You know, I sometimes get a little misty-eyed myself about a simpler time. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love modernity. And sure, big text and some stumbling. I bet Mark Zuckerberg's probably a little lonely in the Matrix. But all I'm saying is the olden days had an appeal. Medieval times when we were plowing our own fields and treating everything with leeches, not buying 8 pictures with weird electric money. Luckily, though, video games can bring the medieval fantasy to life. To find out how, I had Frank AI activate her new reporter drone. Oh, it's designed to identify, question, and report back on the work of leading game developers.
Nur einfach
And
alles
don't worry,
Greenscreen.
technically speaking, it's completely legal. I mean, this little guy's even got a selfie light. It's like kind of cute in like a friendly panopticon kind of way. Little RD has flown itself all the way out to Helsinki, Finland to meet the team behind the highly anticipated medieval must-play, PAX Day. Let's take a look.
Ja, das gucke ich mir morgen. Okay, die Grafik sieht krass aus. Ne? Sieht echt aus.
My name is Reynir Harðarsson, and I'm the game director for PAX Day. PAX Day is an open world fantasy game in a living, breathing
Ja, ich bin ja auch jetzt in später Stunde bin ich halt ein bisschen ruhiger als sonst.
Teeming with life,
Deswegen rede ich
mysteries,
so viel.
and it's for you to explore. Imagine
Ich lasse einfach
yourself
laufen.
a living
Also
in 12th or 13th century Europe.
den
It's a very
Stream.
different reality. You know, it's where knowledge has been lost and is getting rediscovered. It's where magic truly
Als wenn ich
exists,
Fernsehen würde,
ghosts exist,
ohne
and the
andere
myths are
Leute.
real. And this is kind of the inspiration we take to build. It's basically going back to the roots of what fantasy means and building a fantasy world based on real world mythologies. And so we go very much into the roots. So we're using a lot of medieval literature and medieval bestiaries and grimoires, using real world magic, actual recipes for healing and ointments, and using the real world magical properties of plants.
I'm Solkara. I'm the Chief Product Officer at Mainframe Industries. So PAX Day, maybe the way to explain it would be, imagine you're in this amazing, beautiful world. It's huge. And you find yourself in a forest, and your mission is to find a plot for where you start building a home. And from that home, you will go on to adventures to explore the world. So with the lore, we have wanted to create something that is fairly deep and rich and grounded in reality, but something that is actually not a direct copy of any of the history. So there's multiple types of ruins, there's the dungeons, and you will be able to find snippets of the lore from the eras when these were created in the game itself. And part of the lore and mystery is also part of in the gameplay itself, so you will be able to
Ich habe Angst, dass
find
das
it,
Stream nachher
examine things,
abbricht.
and actually then find
Wenn ich hier mal
snippets that
rumfummel.
help you find other places and make items in the game itself. And the area of the game that you will be able to play when the game launches is, we're calling it Gallia, and it's very similar to the areas of the world in southern France, with the influences from the Nordics where we're from. So what we're building is, we're calling it the social sandbox. We're putting the least amount of barriers to entry on how you can actually interact with other players. Where most MMOs actually put a lot of blocks in how you can cooperate with the other players, and we're fundamentally different. So from the first minute when you start playing the game, you will be able to do everything you imagine with the other players. So you can trade, other people can actually help you. You can literally go onto a dungeon raid from the very beginning of you starting the journey in the game, should you find people who actually help you to do that. What we want to create an environment that actually really incentivizes people to play the game the way they like. And for some, actually just going out to the wood and cutting down the forest is something that gives you a sense of achievement, because you know the coal that you're helping to produce actually is valuable for the guild. Some people will
Die
actually
Musik
prefer to just go to
macht es
dungeons.
nicht
They couldn't
besser,
care
wa?
less about the coal
Ja, schlafe ich
production.
wirklich
These
ein.
players will still depend on each other, where there's valuables to bring from the dungeon, there's valuables to bring from the forest, and even the PvP players, they will be able to produce items that are only available through the PvP, but they will depend on the other players as well.
The lore of PAX Day is very much inspired by real-world folklore and fairy tales. With, of course, the caveat that in PAX Day, this stuff is actually literally real. The interesting thing about folklore throughout the ages is that folklore are actually start out as true stories, whereas fairy tales are fiction. And that's the distinction between.
Ich bin also nicht der Einzige, der einschläft.
Often, handles about ghosts or spirits or some supernatural things, but in the eyes of the people, during those times, this is reality. This is real. Ghosts are real, and this is not disputed as any fantasy. And this is what we want to reflect. So when you're walking in the forest during night, you will find these things. You will find ghosts. You will find the spirits of of the past. And the deeper you go, the more mysterious and strange it becomes.
Drohne.
If I've caused any existential anxiety with my presence, it might help to try reframing those stresses in a positive light. Think of me, perhaps, as a blue shell from your favorite kart racer. I might be wielded to ruthlessly destroy hard-earned positions, but we can still have fun. Maybe there's a lizard driving a little car. Isn't that nice? Let's celebrate the same spirit of kart racing treachery as our next preview brings Mario Kart Mayhem to PC. Here's Stampede Racing Royale.
Was? Mario Kart für PC? So, das ist ein Nachmacher. Die 20. Nachmacher von Mario Kart Zero.
For Master Horizon 2, The Search for Life, the art team is looking to balance style and
Schon, was ist mit dem?
to
Was ist deine
faithfully
Frisur?
represent all the incredible
Alter.
vehicles used in space exploration.
Players will see familiar rocket launches and a host of historical missions, past, present, and future. The design team have consulted with many space industry professionals to make sure that the gameplay reflects how it feels to be on the front line of exciting interplanetary discoveries. Go to MasterHorizon2.com to sign up to our mailing list to be the first to play the game. We have an alpha on the horizon.
Frank, I cannot tell you how excited I am to see Path of Exile 2 in action. You know, being something of a Path of Exile veteran myself.
That's debatable, Sean.
What?
Your Path of Exile playtime falls well below the community average.
But the time isn't what matters in that game.
I'm also analysing your chosen character builds in recent leagues and...
No, my build wasn't meant to be a
they're
fun
producing
build.
some troubling DPS simulation.
Fascinating. Fascinating, Frankie. But let's not keep the good people waiting. Let's roll the tape for Path of Exile 2, please.
If Ed Ziri could see this now. Ugh, disgusting.
Den haben wir auch auf Summer Game Fest gesehen.
Creatures. You're mine. Vile abomination. The stench. It's getting worse.
Hat die angegriffen? Ei.
Hey everyone, my name is Leo and I'm the lead developer of a new action-adventure game Ferocious. I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in timeless Lost World type of
Okay, das ist ein Deutscher.
combining all the top action with exploration.
Hat
and a
man wieder
sense of
direkt raus. Leon.
We were always inspired by mysterious places frozen in time, that you may have seen in movies like King Kong and Jurassic Park. We aim to marry the setting and unique gameplay opportunities with classic first-person shooter mechanics, similar to early installments of franchises like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation. We use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. So we had to improvise. I hope you guys are excited as I am. Feel free to wishlist and follow the game on Steam, as we can't wait to share more about Ferocious.
Viele Dinosaurier-Spiele, ne? Wieder dieses Jahr.
Welcome to Islands of Insight, an epic shared world puzzle adventure game set in a world of fantasy, ancient wonders, and natural beauty. Brimming with mysterious puzzles, secrets, and sublime landscapes for you and other players to discover, alone or together, all at your own pace. As a seeker, you'll set off on a journey of knowledge. Explore every corner of this rich landscape and solve every puzzle you find. Savor the achievement of every solution as the world around you unlocks, revealing new challenges to face, new areas to explore, and fantastic rewards to collect. In Islands of Insight, a beautiful realm of tranquility and adventure awaits you. Embark on the path of discovery and let your curiosity guide you through a world of wonders, where the answer is always in sight.
I might only have an old-fashioned analog neural network, but I'm going to risk some data analysis of my own. Those Dark Souls games seem like a big deal, huh? Luckily, while From Software is taking a recess to work on giant robots, Hexworks is stepping in with a fresh supply of very depressed knights with very big swords. Coming this October, here's your latest look at Lords of the Fallen.
Aber haben wir auch schon
In
was
Lords
von
of the
gesehen.
Fallen, you'll explore two parallel worlds. The land of the living, where demonic knights and hulking monsters are trying to murder you, and the spooky Umbral Plane, where the ghosts of those creatures are trying to
Ja,
super
ist bestimmt
murder you.
irgendwas mit
Using the latest
Elden
Unreal
Ring
5
und so,
technology,
oder?
developer
Ist auch
Hexworks
von From
layer these
Software,
realities
oder?
directly on top of each other, allowing you to portal to the Umbral Plane at will. Just try not to
Wird
die.
bestimmt schwer sein.
In the spirit of the Dark Souls games, failure will be punished.
Adventuring in dungeons? Any idiot could do that. But managing an evil dungeon? Now we're talking elite. The Dungeon of Nalbuk is feared throughout the lands of Fang. It is an avant-garde evil structure, combining tradition and disruptive innovation. And it's looking for its new steward. Of course, we have the most trained and prepared guards, the most efficient staff, the most devious monsters, and the most attractive treasures. Hey, wait, we're on camera? But wait, there's more. We have state-of-the-art production facilities, an R&D center, B2C processes, and an efficient waste recycling system. Our underlings, employees, can fully express themselves thanks to our committed HR management and peaceful social dialogue, and can enjoy the use of clean, safe premises. Hey, don't film that, or you'll be the one cut into shreds on the editing floor. As a steward, your main task will be to make the dungeon functional and attractive to adventurers, so they'll want to come here to get slaughtered and humiliated. To achieve that, you'll have access to guards, traps, and hexes. You'll also get to organize raids on nearby areas to provide me with treasures and relics. Thanks to your boundless devotion, I, Zangdar, will become the greatest warlock of the lands of Fang! Looking for a job that gives meaning to your life and makes the world a better place? Then buzz off! But if you're organized, servile, sneaky, and enjoy a positive work atmosphere, come take your chance. I'll be waiting for you in my office.
パブロ、あなたのことはしっかりと見てるわよ、探偵さん。何せあなたにはこの世界を変えてしまうような特別な力があるのだから、私に協力しなさい。あなたの才は貴重よ。 短い人生だもの、使わない手はないでしょう。時は刻一刻と過ぎていくわ。賢明な決断を期待してるわよ。
Are you all right, Sean? Our programming included a gunfight/dance sequence to promote Mariachi Legends, but your heavy breathing is indicative of exhaustion, panic, or that you are currently entering childbirth.
No. Don't worry about anything. Systems are a go. Our schedule is just packed with so many games.
I understand, Sean. I'll provide assistance. Notification. Day 9 has been updated to day 10.
What? You just can't replace me? Like, roll the system update back. I don't want whatever this is.
I'm sorry, Sean, but support has been discontinued for older versions.
What?
What's up, Day 9? I'm Day 10, the latest software version of popular gaming host Day 9.
The consequences of my actions.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
What's up, Frank AI? I'm Day 10.
So,
the latest software version.
I am Frank
I
AI.
suspect they're going to be at this for a while, so let's just go ahead and fire up a trailer for a strategy game, Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin, while I do some strategizing of my own. Dakota, start unplugging things. I'll just tell you when to stop. Just pull it.
Hello, I am Frank AI.
Dieser Kameratyp.
Commander, there is the stench of death about this place. Not just from the Oryx.
Death comes for everyone. Eventually. Except us.
Haben wir auch schon gesehen. Das Hammergefäß.
Fortify our position. We must claim this swamp.
Enemy sighted.
Sneaky Dusty.
Sigma, give me strength.
Think it's time for a fight, boys. Protect the bastion. We need the loot. Let's flash to a corpse. They always come.
Aiden, I will take the fight to the Auric Warlord. You hold here.
Fate conspires against us both.
Ich überlege die ganze Zeit, ob ich auf Toilette gehe. Ja, ich bin mal kurz weg. Ich komme gleich wieder. Lass das aber an. Bis gleich.
Wake up, sleeper.
No, get out! They haven't finished it!
Oh, Sleeper's finished, aren't you? We had a deal, Sleeper. And yet, here you are, risking it all to try and break our contract to end your dependence.
Just wanted to use them, you piece of shit!
Nothing wrong with being a tool in a time of crisis. There's a war on, and while it rages, well, there's opportunity. I thought you were an opportunity sleeper, desperate, on the run, a hard worker with certain needs. I met your needs. I gave you a crew, lent you a ship, even hooked you up with a contract or two. And yes, I took my share. But that only seems fair. I invested in you. But then, you went and did this. And now, you don't need this. And I don't need you anymore either.
Sleeper, go! Now! To the ship!
This is just the beginning, Sleeper.
I have found no official case of death by FOMO anywhere on the internet. However, I would not suggest risking being the first case. Failure to watch the next section of this show would result in you missing amazing new content from Dread Pilots, Miasma Chronicles, Pathfinder Gallows Bar Survivors, and Parcel Core. But first, here's Critter Cove.
So, kam was Interessantes? Ich glaube ja nicht, ne?
If there was an award for being unbearably cute while also being unbearably fun, there is no question it would be down to the wire between Critter Cove and yours truly. I mean, it's a strong matchup, but please, clear winner.
After 3,411 simulated contests, I predict Critter Cove's probability of victory at over 99%.
What, now is when you start fact-checking now? Well, while AI might not have mastered the subtle art of ego boosting, it's already powering new ways to play. By teaming up human storytelling with AI assistance, the team over at Hidden Door have developed a generative spin on pen and paper role-playing. It is so tantalizingly delicious, I had no choice but to send RD's adorable all-seeing eye to check in on the project.
Was ist denn jetzt los?
Hidden Door is a role-playing game where you and your friends come together. You
Interview.
can play in any world you choose. You create your characters, and then together you decide what kind of story you're gonna have. So the idea would be you've just read a book, you can't get it out of your head. Now you can go and play your own story adventure in the world of that book that you're directing within the rules and the canon that the author has set and confirmed with a generative AI narrator. The way it works is that you come in, you choose the world you want to play in. Right now we have the Wizard of Oz, many more exciting worlds to come. You create your character, you decide the kind of adventure you're gonna have by playing out of your deck of story cards, and then the system creates a unique story adventure for you. And then you can do anything you want. It takes a lot of the joys of playing a tabletop role-playing game and brings them into a digital format. And as you play, you see a graphic novel come together dynamically based on what you choose to do and how the world and the story reacts to you. It's like an improv show where even though you might play the same cards, you get a different, unique story every time. So you throw words in, it comes up with suggested things you might do, you pick something, and then it reacts to you. And then along with our AI narrator who plays the role of, say, the game master, you can go on any adventure you want and you can do anything. And the system and the story will continue based on your choices. At Hidden Door, we are working with authors and folks who make some really exciting TV shows and other media to bring those worlds into the platform. And the system supports anything fictional. So it does do science fiction, it does do fantasy, it does, period romance.
Ich hatte immer so im Hinterkopf, dass sie krasser werden.
In addition to sort of your standard action-based gameplay or sort of dungeon crawl-based
Pass auf, jetzt gleich geht die Leitung mir weg.
While there may be a million Star Wars games in the world, if you were playing one on Hidden Door, because of our AI narrator and the story engine, the choices you make matter. So when you decide that you want to become, say, the governor of Tatooine, you can do that. And the world changes around you and your character. You are able to meaningfully alter the plot of the entire world in a way that was never.
Wir werden morgen was Neues zu Avatar sehen.
There's no limit to the number of characters you might encounter, the locations, or the stories you can tell in Hidden Door. Today you can play Hidden Door anywhere you can access the web. So you can play on desktop, you can play on your mobile device, you can play on a tablet.
No, danke. Okay. Go next. So let me show us more home games.
It looks like Hidden Door is cooking up one hell of a winning combination. Am I right, Frank AI?
It certainly seems so, Sean. Speaking of winning, you too can achieve victory with the PC Gaming Show Battle Pass. Earn free bonuses as you level up your viewer rank or upgrade to a gold tier pass for only $9.99.
What are you doing?
I'm incorporating lucrative live service techniques to maximize the show's profitability.
How would a battle pass for a stream even work?
With a gold tier pass, viewers can earn exclusive rewards, like viewing the show's trailers 1.5 seconds early and boosters for viewer rank experience.
Look,
Ich hoffe, es
I
geht,
admire the
während ich
initiative, but
was
I think for
runterlade.
now, let's just go ahead and table streams as service.
Sadly, major production decisions are only accessible for those who've reached Viewer Rank 80.
Ja, das braucht mir auch
You
noch
can,
was.
however, unlock immediate access with 1,800 Sean points, purchasable for
Oh, sind die
$9.99.
langweilig
You
geworden
made show
mittlerweile.
production a battle pass reward? Is anyone close to unlocking that?
Killzor 69 Blazed has just achieved Viewer Rank
Das ist, glaube ich, die
58.
langweiligste PK, die ich jemals gesehen
God.
habe.
Okay. Dakota, find my wallet. And for now, let's check out a new dungeon crawler from the Don't Starve devs at Clay Entertainment. Here's your first look at Dread Pilots.
Junge, ist ja genauso beschissen. Alter. Da kommen ja auch nur Texte und alles drin vor. Das ist einfach Spore. Das ist einfach Spore. Space? Again? Ja, es ist für Space, ne?
You don't know what's making the miasma angry. And it's spreading across America, twisting this once great nation into a lethal wasteland.
You gotta help these people.
Frage ist, wie lange geht die PK noch? Vielleicht bis morgen früh raus. Miasma. Miasma kenne ich ja nur von Zelda, ne?
With excitement for Dread Pilots, or you might leave a miasma worthy of a chronicle. Hey, that's pretty good. That's good stuff. Thank you,
Der
Tech
ist einfach
Generation.
einfotografiert.
Coming up, secret facilities, bioweapons development, zombie experimentation. It's all under the corporate umbrella in this management sim. And you are the evil CEO. I mean, I can't blame you for diversifying. That's just good business sense. Let's take a look at Undead Inc.
Wenn das gescheit aussieht, dann mach ich aus. Da brech ich ab.
And now, it's with great pleasure I introduce one of Enswell Medical's biggest success stories, Director Colin.
Das kann nicht sein, dass ich hier gerade einschlafe.
To all of you who are starting your own franchises. Today I'm here to talk about building a thriving business. My apologies. There has been a development that requires my immediate attention.
Director Coleman, sir, we're hearing
suffering.
Whatever your concerns may be, I'm handling it. Now, tend to your patients.
Structural integrity and power all hanging in there, sir. Extent of the outbreak unknown. Next move, Director?
Tell your men ETA 5 minutes.
Was ist das denn für ein... Wo geht der immer in den Fahrstuhl?
Wait, don't shoot! Director Coleman! Hey, man, sir.
Are you okay?
I got a little bitten, but I'm hanging in there, Director. I'm all good. They have a cure upstairs, right?
Sure. Head back up. There is a shot with your name on it.
Thanks, man. I mean, I was worried for a second there that
Do you mind? I'm trying to run a business here. Janine, get the marketing team and those rookies back on the line in 10. Oh, and an espresso.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And Janine, can I get
Hey, warum gehst du? Was musst du da machen?
Name brand only. Not our stuff. Quality control issues downstairs.
Ich verstehe jetzt gar nicht, was man da eigentlich machen muss. Ey, das ist doch so verarschen, ne? Ja, komm. Ich mache jetzt Schluss. Das sind so komische Games hier gerade, die angezeigt werden. Man weiß nicht, was man da machen muss. Okay, hier weiß man, was man machen muss, aber... Das ist das Beste in dem Fall. Ich würde aber sagen, ja, das war's für mich. Ich muss nämlich morgen früh ins Bett. Heute ins Bett. Morgen früh muss ich arbeiten, so. Bevor ich komplett einschlafe, ne, ist besser. Wir hören hier auf. Also, so langweilig hatte ich hier echt nicht in Erinnerung. Weiß nicht. Und die sind echt extrem, Alter. Wie viel Talk bitte dazwischen ist. Naja, ich würde sagen, haut rein. Wir sehen es dann morgen bei der Ubisoft. Das wird auf jeden Fall krass. Also viel krasser als hier. Da werden wir auf jeden Fall nicht einschlafen. Ja, okay, das ist jetzt GEMA, bla 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 bla. So.